Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your reading. If your birthday is this week, the week of November 28th through December 4th, happy birthday to you. So interesting. I always love what Spirit wants to send me to, and they sent me to the energy of the rabbit and the dreamer. And so for you, what's really interesting about this energy, and this is from the Mayan oracle here. So what's really interesting about this is considered the gateway into the fifth dimension. We have on, I believe it is, it's either the first or the second, but I think it's the second is the Chinese Lunar New Year, the 2nd of February, and it is the year of the water rabbit. And so when we have this dreamer energy of where is it that you want to go and what is it you want to do, this week you start setting yourself up for this new opportunity, this new way forward. It's very abundant. The water rabbit is very abundant, but it's about harmony. So it is about finding your way through the energy in a way that creates peace and harmony, not only for yourself, but for those around you. And it's coming into harmony with your environment. So, you may find yourself in the position this week of having to do a little negotiating with others and allowing them to a little give and a take to figure your way through things. But this is some interesting energy that you're finding yourself in this week. It's very much the portal energy that is setting up for you. Where do you think you want to go, and how can you manifest and create that? And the way to create that is through balance. I feel like things are going to be being rather shaken up in your life this week, even though the energy overall for this week is actually pretty nice. I think the way it gets shaken up is in the heart space, not out there. And it's more like you start to see that something is not in harmony with you. You are not in harmony with something. Something is not working for you the way you would like it to be working. And you start feeling in your heart space, this doesn't fit right for me anymore. And so there's this analysis that comes through, this looking at it from a whole other angle. How and what can I do to bring harmony into my life so that I can move forward in my power? There's a sense of empowerment through using our intuition that will allow us, when we bring things into balance, to experience what would be, I believe, in 2023, a lot of rapid growth. I think this growth comes from knowing who we are and standing in our power and really figuring things out. And it starts to set up for you this week as the sun is lighting up Sagittarius, and we have Venus, and we have Mercury all hanging out there. These are 3 of the 5 counting the moon personal planets, and so this is a lot of energy here, and the moon was just there. And so there is this energy of really pushing your way through. This energy is opposing Mars, the other personal planet in Gemini, but Mars is in retrograde, and so it's going slow. And so your ability to be able to look at things and see what they are and be able to slow down just enough to bring things back into balance is a way to create a lot of success for you this week. Your overall energy you have is you. It's the Page of Wands. But this is young energy, right? This is youthful energy. This is, what are you curious about? What is the messages in your heart space? What are you enthusiastic about that you need to learn more, to gather more information? And it's also this energy of fun and lightheartedness and optimism, right? It is so much your energy. There's a very optimistic energy. I think that you receive this week messages from people like, hey, you want to go do this, you want to go do that. There is a need to be a little discerning. I think you have a lot of options about what you want to do and how you want to spend your time. And so this harmony that you're bringing in, it actually is around 3 areas of your life. It's mind, body, and spirit. So yes, go and have some fun. Yes, work hard and pay attention to the details. And yes, make time for spirit. And in doing this, not being too much in one direction over the other will allow you to be very successful, not only this week, but as you set yourself up for your year ahead. And always at this time of the year, we start looking ahead, right? That is just the nature of the beast. We want to enjoy the holidays. We want to enjoy our family and friends. We want to enjoy the opportunities that come up at this time of the year. But we also are getting ready to reset, right? It's like you got to reset the clocks. You got to turn the clocks back. If your country does that, right? There's the daylight savings time. There's a reset on that clock. There's a reset that comes through in your internal clock as the seasons are ticking away and shifting and changing, and we're moving toward, at the end of your solar season, we move into the darkest night of the year. And if you are in the southern hemisphere, or okay, the closer you are to the poles. So in the southern hemisphere, you won't notice this, but in the northern hemisphere, the sun actually disappears for 3 days at the solstice before it is born again on the 25th, right? So there's this energy of the death into the rebirth, of the dark night of the soul, the chance to go down in. And so this week, as you're starting to set up and move toward that energy, you are asked to be discerning, because the king of air is the energy here and the key to the situation. You're being asked to look at things from a very discerning, higher vantage point of what really matters to me. What can it's a clarity coming in, but it's very decisive of what am I going to cut out of my life that creates a disharmony, an imbalanced energy here, because on your mind, in order to bring in abundance of resources, and resources and abundance is of course financial, but it is also things like your time and your love and all the things that really matter, where you put your energy. We have the Justice card, and she is carrying the sword here. She's, on one hand, she's got the scales, but on the other hand, she's carrying the sword, and you're carrying the sword here. This is you discerning and deciding what allows you to create balance in your life, as far all of your resources go. Your time, your money, your emotions, how do you do this? And I think that this week you end up with this shift, the shift that comes through that allows you to look at things from a perspective that you haven't done so in a while. And so here we have you in your power, the Queen of Wands, in the area of what are you seeking information about? And it's almost like, how do I get my power back? How do I call my power in? I call back all the pieces and the parts of me across all timelines and lifetimes. I am drawing this back into me because I am going to manifest and create from my own power. I'm not codependent. I am interdependent. I am perfectly capable, and I can work collaboratively with others, and I can do both things at the same time, right? It's not an all or nothing situation. It's a collaboration energy here. And so this finding of the balance, this has been the tricky part, because you have the Two of Earth here, the Two of Pentacles, in the area of what has been a struggle, the obstacle to overcome. And so with these sitting here in this line, they're definitely saying the need to rebalance your energies is super important. And here in the area around your heart space, we have this Five of Water, this feeling left out and abandoned and left behind. She almost looks like she's trying to look to the future. Right? This doesn't even look like woe is me. It could be, but that's not the energy I'm picking up off of it. It's almost like, wait, I got left behind. How did I get left behind? And so it's almost like you're swimming fast to try to catch up, right? Having gone through the South Node in your sign a year and a half ago, and then the eclipses that just came up here in your 12th house, if you're a Sagittarius rising, this is energy where it is completing and ending cycles, and so it's almost like now I got to try to catch up, but I don't maybe necessarily know where it is I'm going yet, and I'm just trying to regain the balance. And I think that you are very discerning, and I think this week you suddenly start to really figure things out. We've got this Page of Earth, and the Page of Earth understands there is something that you need to focus on. He's not moving. He is not moving. He is standing there almost as though he is using his intuition, these antlers here, and he is paying attention. He's looking right at you, and he is waiting for instructions from you, your higher self, your spirit guide team. But it feels like you It's waiting almost from you in the heart space for you to discern and decide what is the next best step forward. And I think this week is a week more of discernment rather than taking action. But I think you can feel the portal opening, the opportunities opening. This very much looks like a portal card. This is a portal card. It's the portal to the fifth dimension. And here in How Do You Transform the Situation, we have the Wheel of Fortune. But doesn't that look like a portal? And this portal is being guided through the heart space. And so it's opening up the solar plexus. And there's a very creative energy here that is allowing you to step forward. There is a timing aspect to this. It almost feels like you're recognizing, you're seeing the changes coming, but how and what you choose to do moving forward. And I think this is a week of discerning and deciding. I think that you're at this point, you're at a tipping point where you say, this doesn't work for me anymore. And I think it comes like this. I think the clarity comes in and you're like, whoa, I'm not going to do that anymore. Exactly what I'm going to do next, I'm not sure. We have the Seven of Water here as the anchoring in card. I feel like you have options, and maybe you're just now recognizing you have options, that many doorways opened up. Here we have the Tower sitting in the heart space. And so that is a change in your heart that is sudden and it is dramatic. It does not mean that it is wrong. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It's like, wait, the old way of doing things, that doesn't work anymore. And I'm going to choose to follow my heart. I want to grow in a direction that feels balanced and supportive and not what it's been. Life is supposed to be about being in balance. And there's a need to really connect into what it is you truly want so you can call back your power. And I'm going to say that again. I call back all the pieces and the parts of me across all lifetimes and timelines. I am my own. Call back your power. This is a week to start calling it all in. And so as we start off this week, and let's walk with the moon a little bit and really feel into how you're going to use this energy. We have the moon in Aquarius on Monday. And so it's wrapping up its time in Aquarius. And I think that has a lot to do with these portals here. It's very much Aquarian energy. And I think there's this energy of really understanding that we can choose what we're going to do. And this King of Air feels very Aquarian energy here to me. So it feels really important. And there's this big crystal here. It looks like an amethyst crystal. We have wonders, and there's the portal. Pleasure. There is an opportunity for you using your intuition to guide you, because that Seven of Cups, that Seven of Water is definitely about using and following your intuition, because the discernment is going on in the heart space to step through the portal towards something that brings you joy, right? It is about balancing your life in a way that is exciting and interesting and fun. Again, I feel like fun really got sucked out of so many things, and here you're being invited to step through the portal back to what it is. You're so optimistic, back to what it is that brings in the fun and the joy and the happiness for you. And so as you watch this comes out on Sunday night, on Sunday morning, the 27th, and Sunday night I will do a collective if you'd like to join me at 7:30 p.m. It has a live chat. Make sure you hit live chat if you're watching on your phone. So as you're watching this, you're in that energy of Aquarius. The moon is in Aquarius on Sunday, on the Monday. And even though the weeks run from Monday to Sunday, when you're watching this, you're there. So there is an opportunity to really feel into that energy, to figure out what it is you're going to do. You are being asked to remember who you are. You are the Queen of Wands. You are open to receiving and being connected in and creative. You are this powerhouse of creative energy, okay? So as we work through this week, make sure that you are having the fun, choosing the things that are joyful to you. That's where you get your power. You don't get it by being in Five of Cups energy, you get it from manifesting, creating, and drawing and attracting to you the joy and the fun and the opportunities. And so I think this week you get a little shot in the arm of energy. I think you get the power boost because we have Venus and Mercury working really hard in your sign with the sun, and they're really trying to bring this in. And so as we work our way through this week, there's this extra shot that comes in when the moon gets into Aries for you. But first, the moon will be in Pisces. And so the moon in Pisces is Wednesday and Thursday. And the moon in Pisces, you have strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. It is smoky quartz. You're being asked to be very discerning about what is of value to you and who you are, and connecting to you and not letting other people discern and decide for you, but it's in your heart space that that's supposed to be going on. And then when that moon on Friday and Saturday is there hanging out in Aries, that's a fellow fire sign. And if you are a Sagittarius rising, that is your fun house and creativity and romance. And the energy really supports fun and romance this weekend. And whatever you do, I really want to encourage you to have fun, because you have the card of the coffee dragon, which is energy. I think it's almost like you take a Bauer booster, soak up that energy, get out in the sunlight, soak it up, do things that encourage the energetic flow and shift. And so as we actually physically are out in the sunlight, as we walk, as we move, as we dance, as we sing, as we do things that fill our heart with joy, it is actually helping to heal your heart and to increase that energy. And I think that it is through that energy that you're able to focus and bounce back from the energy that the draining, changing energy we've all been in. It's been a bit of a struggle, because when that moon moves into Taurus on Sunday, you have the card of strength and resilience. It is the desert. Again, it is that hot energy. It feels like they're just bringing the heat for you. Bringing the heat, and that's two cards that say strength. And so again, I want to say to get as much sunlight as you can this week to kind of dry out the sogginess of this Five of Cups energy. And I think it is going to allow you to have the clarity to decide and discern what it is that you want to do next. It's a very empowering energy, Sagittarius. So I'm excited for you. I am on Facebook every day. I do a lot more with the astrology over there. We also pull different cards, so it's kind of astrology, tarot mix thing. And then, of course, I would love to have you come and join in the live chat. Sunday nights, every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. Just click the live chat and let's hang out for a little while. You guys take really good care. Looks like the prescription this week is to go and have some fun. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.